Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rising Superstream. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I know I did at MomoCon in sunny, muggy, wet Georgia. How's things? How's stuff, guys? Today is a fucking beautiful day outside. It is killing me because I'd love to be down at a cafe eating some French pastry and reading some books that just arrived in the mail. But instead I'm going to stream Panzer Dragoon Orta. Because card game month is coming. And we've got to make sure that we're all wrapped up on everything for card game month. I have to turn on the fan. It is too fucking hot right now in Montreal. So you have to tolerate these fan sounds that you'll probably pick up. How's things? Stackmaster says, how'd you enjoy MomoCon? I was there, but unfortunately missed you. Hope you liked Atlanta. Can be a bit of a claustrophobic city at times. Yeah, I didn't see the city too much, but I liked the con a lot. Sorry I missed you. That always fucking sucks. I hope I can make it back next year still. I had a really good time. I recorded a bunch of shit, like Bloodstained, which just went up on the channel this morning, last night. I can't remember. It might have been past midnight. And I recorded a special audio, well, I guess podcast is appropriate, but I don't really know. It's gonna be one of them fancy audio videos with no video. But I recorded one with Yo Video Games and Maximilian on a super fun topic that I think you guys will enjoy. I'm gonna try to get that up before E3 because it's a little relevant to E3. And I also recorded one with George, Super Bunny Hop, which turned out really well. Turned out really different. So we got a variety of opinions there, and I've still got to record one more with some other people, and then I'll have like this cool special mini series that's gonna go up before E3. I think you'll find it neat. It's all right. Ratchet says he loves ASMR. Yeah, but all of your video games were screaming at each other the whole time. So does that count of ASMR? Since E3 is in the middle of card game month, will you play bingo cards during those? I don't tend to make E3 bingo cards anyhow. But I'm definitely doing E3 for sure, even though it's in the middle of card game month, just like last time. E3 being in the middle of June really helps card game month. It helps pad out the month of card games, so we don't have to worry so much about it. I actually thought, because I bought some new games this weekend, you guys might be interested in seeing some of the card games I have lined up. This is not the full list. This is not the comprehensive list, but I had these ones in a stack, and I said, you know what the hey? Let's talk about these guys, because you know what? Nobody's watching Panzer Dragoon Orta, so this is a special preview for a few people. So, Mega Man Battle Network 5 is going to wrap up this card game month, finally. I think. I hope. Probably. There's only like a few hours left. So Mega Man Battle Network 5 is going to be the big one. No, it's not. The first thing I want to do in card game month is Metal Gear Acid, actually, which is going to be rad. I've got my PSP set up with video cables, with full video out. So we're going to actually play it from a PSP as well, which is nice. So, hey. Then I've got a bunch of one-offs. Chaotic, Eye of Judgment, which, no online anymore, but still a good game. Concept Saga from last year. Magic Battlegrounds from last year. And then we've got the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Trifecta. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny, Xbox exclusive. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom, GameCube exclusive. And Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses, PS2 exclusive, I believe. None of these games had the cards in them. It's fucking impossible to buy a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that still has the cards. Like, shit doesn't happen. These things get raided immediately for the promos. You just can't fight that. It's just not possible. And then I got Lost Kingdoms 2, which is Lost Kingdoms 2. We'll do a sequel to last playthrough that nobody watched, but I love it. And, you know, the one that I'd been considering, everyone's been asking for it, but I've been like, that's a lot. It's a lot to squeeze into card game month. I finally let up and said, you know what? Let's just fucking do it. Let's just fucking make it happen. Was Baten Kaitos, which I found a pretty affordable copy this weekend, actually. So I said, what the hey? Let me pick that up. Let's do it. Let's make the card game month to end all card game months before next year. So it's going to be stacked. I think Bait and Kaitos is going to be the outro LP that will start at the end of the month and will probably segue into June. But this is what I got. This is a light taster of what I've got planned. I've got a couple other card games planned that are... Actually, I have 2 new ones planned that are just about to come out. So those will be fun to stream. But this is, for the most part, what we're going to fill the month with. Let me just throw those things across the room real quick. Yeah. Captain Howdy says, it's a tragedy that Metal Gear Acid was never ported to Vita or even on PSN at all. It really is. If that game had just been on PSN, it would have had a second life with the Vita for sure. Have you played the Magic the Gathering DOS game? No, I never did. Is that as old as it sounds? Because that sounds interesting. I assume you could play that on DOSBox. If it's as old as it sounds. Abandonware DOS, let's go. Oh gosh, wow. Neat. 1997? Yeah, I never knew about this. No, I've never played it. Looks kind of nifty. Maybe if I run out of things to play, we can check that out. It's gonna be a great card game year. Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly it. But today, we're not here to play card games. Today, we're here to play Panzer Dragoon Orta. We have 3 missions left to the main story, and then we've got some Pandora's box stuff to check out. Yeah. Later today, I actually have to run over to Woolies to record the next episodes of Nier, which I'm really excited to do as well. It's nice to get to just play games with these aesthetics back to back to back to back. Okay, I have to remember how to play the game. I should be okay. But we'll see. This is a pretty neat stage, actually. Going through this building. Like, it's so claustrophobic for a game like this, but it works. I guess claustrophobic's not the right word, 'cause I'm not actually feeling claustrophobic. It's just much tighter quarters than all the open air places. Oh, it's so dynamic, though, with all the trains going everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god, these are coming from all angles. Oh yeah, the Nier playthrough is on Woolie's channel, that's correct. Yeah, Woolie gets to play Detroit alongside Nier, yeah, that's true. That's some contrast, Jesus Christ. I haven't started Detroit yet, I got my copy of it, but, oh my god, they're behind me. I got my copy of it, but I haven't had a chance to sit down with it yet. I think I'm gonna play it when my girlfriend gets back, so we're gonna play it together. She's off in Kansas City seeing an old friend of hers. So I have to wait till Wednesday for her to come back. Which is fine. I'm okay being alone. I'm not super lonely at home, not at all. Don't look at me that way. I'm doing fine. Man, these things are super sturdy. Can you even break these? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I used the super, and yes, I am breaking through them. I assume these are gonna start flying around and turn into enemies, but I hope they're not this sturdy. The dragon I'm riding looks like Curse of Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of. Curse of Dragon had a really neat design. I always liked how Curse of Dragon wasn't like some bland normal dragon. It was this like dead dragon, or well, this curse of a dragon, you know, like it wasn't. I mean, there's a ton of boring dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong, like Thousand Dragon and shit. I guess Baby Dragon's more boring than Thousand Dragon, but fuck, I got wrecked. But Curse of Dragon's so dope, especially when Gaia rides him. Gaia the Dragon Champion will never stop being the illest. Like, I fucking love him. I remember in elementary school. Yeah, elementary school, shit. Legend of Blue Eyes came out when I was in grade 5. And I would call him a friend of mine, but that's not correct. A guy who was in high school who was always a dick, or elementary school, who was always a dick to me. He bought like 1 pack of LOB, and he got a Guy the Dragon Champion, and I was like kind of bitter about it. I was like, oh, I wish I could get a rare card, and I proceeded to get nothing ever, because that's just my luck. My luck got better in the future, but at the time it was bad. And then like another time, I saw him open a pack at school, and he got another fucking Guy the Dragon Champion, and that was the first moment in my life where I considered dying. It was the worst. I couldn't deal with it. It was like that petty, young jealousy, you know? I really need these guys to die. Yeah, thank you guys for all agreeing with fuck this guy. That was my life at the time. I guess it would be appropriate to say he was a bit of a bully, honestly. There was a period where he tried to like trick me into like believing the existence of this like fake Neopet game. And I was like a little kid. I thought I was a year younger than him, so I thought he was cool. And he liked video games too, which was like, oh, that's cool. Not that many kids like video games at the time in school anyway. And he tricked me into believing this like fake Neopets game existed, and it was really stupid, and it just never went anywhere. But it lasted, like, he kept the con up for a while, and I think it was after that that I finally realized he was not a friend. But it took a while, and it was tough too, because like his family were like friends of the family, so we would regularly see his family and him. So I was it kind of felt like I was expected to be friends because it was convenient. But as it became clear that like he wasn't really nice to me, my mom was like, yeah, no, we're done with them. Like, he keeps being a dick to you, and I tell his mom about it, and she's not doing anything, so fuck that. Oh wow, all these elementary school or high school stories pouring in the chat about people stealing cards. Someone in the chat saying he told his friend they could get Mew from the St. Anne truck. Good hustle. Oh my god, whoops, I forgot the button. I forgot the right button. Okay, this is gonna be a little rough considering my absolute lack of health. I forget which dragon regenerates you as well, so I'm gonna have to relearn that. Oh my god, these huge missiles coming at me. Oh, oh, oh! Rip. Ooh, how far back are you gonna get put? Beginning of the level? Ouch. Gosh. That's probably the worst thing about this game, is how, like, how strict the checkpoints are. They are really rough. I would totally shamelessly play on a mode that was the same difficulty, but had more forgiving checkpoints if that was an option. Because, oof. Okay, yeah, that's the one that heals me. Are people speaking Simlish? Yeah, they're speaking a made-up language, so... Certainly not Japanese. Leon Talon says he had a friend who bought copies of the Egyptian god cards and forced them to play by anime rules, which is a whole bunch of garbage. I also knew a guy who had like fake Egyptian god cards. We didn't take that bullshit, but he really tried to push it at the beginning. I also knew a guy who lost the Seal of Orichalcos, and now he's in the Shadow Realm, so... High school wasn't great for everyone. Okay, we're back here. Yeah, no, I remember lots of stories of, like, trading card theft back in elementary and high school. I don't think it ever happened to me, but I could be wrong. I know a friend of mine had one of his binders just completely wholesale stolen. It never turned up. I went to a small high school as well, so that was really unusual. Like, I think 160 people total in the high school, so... My graduating class was like 16 people. It was real small. It was real nice going to a school like that, though, I must say. I've spoken to people like who went to high school in Montreal and shit, and they're blown away by these numbers. Oh yeah, I just leveled up. Nice. We've leveled up very few times in this playthrough, by the way. Whenever I hear about high school classes that are like 200 people graduating classes and stuff like that, I'm blown away. Like, how does that function? How can you have that many students in a class? It's wild. Yeah, we briefly had Pokemon banned from our school as well. It didn't last, but that did happen. I think that was pretty common, honestly. And I can't even blame, like, teachers and authority people for doing that, because it's not really great when you hear like the kids are getting swindled on their toys, you know, with how trading cards work and how the discussion surrounding them works. The concept of trading inherently brings in the idea of getting bad deals, brings in the idea of like older kids swindling littler kids, etc. Like, ugh. Oh, must not have been a fun thing to deal with as teachers back then. Especially because the kids hated those bans, you know, obviously. Ratchet says there may have been 500 in his graduating class. That's bananas, dude. What? Demonic Howard says his high school had 360 seniors and only 140 were allowed to show up to graduation. And of those 190, only 75 got actual diplomas. Jesus. That's wild. I couldn't even imagine that scope. In the countryside, like, that's just how schools are, though. They're just so much smaller. They don't have the capacity or the budget, or, I mean, heck, there aren't even enough students in the area. Yeah, like some graduation lottery. Oh my god, everyone who didn't get a diploma had to redo the class. Year after year after year until they were lucky enough to get a diploma, right? Obviously. Ouch, whoops, so bad. Ouch, where'd that come from? Imagine if Drakengard had Panzer Dragoon levels of rail shooting. Yeah, it would actually be worth it, right? The rail shooting in Drakengard is just not fucking worth it at all. Like, oh my god. It's so inadequate. Even in Drakengard 3. I was replaying a bit of Drakengard 3 recently, just to catch up. Well, not catch up, but I guess remind myself before getting into the near playthrough with Wooly. And holy shit, the rail shooting is not worth it in Dragon Guard 3 even. You'd think they'd have got it right by then, but hey. Okay, I gotta kill the pipeline. Oh, it's not a pipeline, that's a dragon. Actually, I never figured out what that was last time we were here. Either way, it's gotta die. Okay, we're doing like 1 billion times better this time too. Just needed to warm my hands up. Okay, this is what wrecked me last time. Okay. Those seem pretty hard to fight, considering lock-on shots don't work on them. Okay, the first dragon's rate of fire is enough to deal with them. Okay, nice. Half the turrets are down now, too. It's going to make it a lot easier. Oh, wait, are all the turrets down? Oh, maybe all the turrets are down. Even better. Okay, now this boss is literally just a pile of goo. He's just a big Twinkie. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, have you ever read the manga? It's crazy how censored the anime was in comparison. Yeah, the manga's like a lot more extreme in a lot of ways, for sure. It's really rad, actually, the manga. I really like the manga through Duelist Island. I mean, I really like the anime through that arc, too, the whole, like, Duelist Island arc thing. And everything leading up to that is, like, peak Yu-Gi-Oh for me. Don't get me wrong, I like playing the card game, I like the card game. But my favorite parts of the manga and anime are definitely just when we're doing puzzles and we're first introduced to dual monsters. Those are my absolute favorite. The moment you hit Battle City, I'm just like, ugh, don't like anymore. Dungeon Dice Monsters was a cool arc, though. Oh, whoops. I'm looking at chat. Ooh, this song. Yeah, I've played the Dungeon Dice Monsters GBA game before. It's pretty dope. I've played the physical game too, it was nice. I wish I had it, but it got money as a kid. Okay, can this guy actually attack to his side? Because it seems like I have a phenomenal vantage point right now. Okay, he's got missiles. Yeah, I've never actually checked out that Yu-Gi-Oh! Prequel thing. I really should one day. I heard it was cool. Oh wow, did I break both his hands? Yeah, I think I broke both his hands. Nice, this seems to be going relatively well. I don't like those. Let me just not even deal with whatever the fuck those are. Oh no, he actually has... Oh no, his hands are back. Okay, that... Oh, it was regenerating his hands. Okay. Because he doesn't have any other hit points back here besides his hands. Okay, his hand is dead again. They're not very sturdy, actually. Yeah, he has no hit points from back here. He still has a lot of life, though. Like, we are firmly in Form 1 territory. Oh, you know what? He's really sturdy because damaging his hands doesn't actually hit his health bar. It really just breaks his hands, which is worthwhile, but that's why he seems to have so much life. Okay, surely we're gonna hit phase 2 soon. Yeah, was Bakugan good? I never found that out. I was the wrong age. Wow, my guy just boosted in, like, the direction I totally didn't intend. There you go. Ooh, almost didn't dodge that. The toys are cool? Yeah? Okay. I can believe it. I remember I got to play Battle Beat 'em On briefly with my younger brother, who was the right age. He got like 2 sets of it. Like the main set and a little expansion. That was obviously not a card game, but that was kind of fun in that Beyblade sort of way. It wasn't as straightforward as Beyblade, because Beyblade's rules are really clear. You fucking spin the top, and you win or you lose depending on how your top do. But Battle Beat 'em On, it's like you're shooting beads and shit. And like the table moves constantly, and it's just a bunch of junk. I don't know about that game. Okay, I really need to break these things, because they are... Like, I'm dodging them, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything to dodge them. I feel like I'm getting completely lucky. So I really need to break these things to at least raise my odds of dodging shit. Oh shit, he's flying up. Nice. Whoa. Oh my god, this is so hard to dodge. Jesus Christ, give me a break. I still think dodging in this game is like way too hard. Like I'm holding directions on the stick and I'm eating every single hit. Oh my god, come on. I accidentally went in the wrong direction there. I hope I don't choke. This has been a long boss battle, I'm not ready to redo it. What? She boosted the wrong way. I was holding left and I hit boost and my character boosted to the right. I'm fucking not happy with that at all. God damn, it was such a long battle too. I'm actually really unclear on why my character boosted to the right and not the left, because I was holding the right, I was holding the left, the right direction, which usually works. So I don't actually know why that happened. I've been using all my meter on healing, but considering I'm doing pretty good on life in this boss, I should probably, like up until that midpoint, I should probably spend a bit more on offense with my, with this dragon, the charged one. Yeah, I've played Liberation Maiden before. I finished it right back when it came out. It's a really neat game. I never played Liberation Maiden Sin because it didn't come out in English. But I mean, it's a visual novel anyway, so whatever. For anyone who doesn't know, there is a sequel. But again, it's a visual novel, so I hear it's pretty cool, but like not one of those visual novels that's like worth it in the sense that it's worth learning Japanese just for it. I remember a lot of people when, well, not a lot of people, but a small group of people when Steins Gate came out in Japan and it was getting the rave reviews it got. There was a group of people online who were like learning on like 4chan how to speak Japanese just to try to muddle their way through Steins Gate. And it was considered worth it for Steins Gate. Liberation Maiden Sin certainly ain't. Yeah, I really like the boss's little legs here. They're cute. I don't imagine they do a whole lot for this robot. Weird question, but I remember you not enjoying the feel of Hyrule Warriors a few years back. Has that game gotten better with that, or was it just because I was playing as Link? No, it's gonna feel exactly the same today as it was in yesteryears. So if you didn't like Hyrule Warriors back then, you're not gonna like it now. Okay, so now I'm gonna save my meter to do an offensive push. And you know what? I'm gonna do it during that second phase where we fly upwards and get assaulted by those orbs. And I'm gonna try to iframe through that. So I've got my meter charged up. It is so tempting to use my meter. Because I could probably force the second phase right now if I use my meter, but let me just wait. Let me just wait it out. It is so tempting, guys. Thank God I waited. If you played the 3 Dynasty Warrior Gundam games, should you try Hyrule Warriors? I think you'll probably enjoy it if you enjoyed those, yeah. But I mean, whether you're the type who could go around for another Dynasty Warriors or not, I'm sure you'll know better than I. So this is the bit I'm not gonna iframe through. I'm just gonna fucking eat hits. Oh my god. I was doing a good job not eating hits last time here, but... I only ate a few though. If I iframe through the projectile bit later, I probably will have taken less damage overall. Okay, here it comes. I ate so much fucking damage here last time, so let's just not have that happen. Hopefully we can even break 1 or 2 of the hands, but I don't know. Ooh, look, iframes didn't last. And like I'm holding different directions to try dodging, and it's just I don't feel like I'm consistently able to dodge. I feel like my dodges are more due to luck than skill, which sucks. I do have a bit more life than last time, which is alright. And just based on this boss's pattern, I should be able to charge up another super, and I'll use it with this dragon to regen some life. I think that's the tentative plan. Now I want to go left. Yeah, see, it works just fine when I want it to. I don't know why it didn't work last time. Yeah, I'm halfway to a new meter. Maybe I should just spend this meter on damage and go for the kill, considering I can probably get the kill in the next cycle. Yeah, I should just go for the kill. Oh shit, that didn't kill. It went out for something else. Oh my god. Oh my god. If we're gonna do the lasers again, I might actually die. Okay, we're not doing the lasers again, thank god. Okay, I gotta just kill now. He's going for lightning. Okay, fortunately, a lot of the hands actually got broken. Okay, all the upwards hands are broken, so I just need to stay high and I'm fine. Whew, okay, got it. These bosses are real dragouts. I'm still astounded when I see the whole, like, did you take route A or route B? Because if you asked me where it deviated, I would not be able to tell you when that happened, right? Like, no way. Yo, a thing. Both Devil Summoner and Digital Devil Saga games are great. You'll have a great time. I would recommend Devil Summoner because the ambience and the aesthetic and the whole feel of the game is very unique. Nothing else was really quite like them, but Digital Devil Saga is really good too. Really hard though. Digital Devil Saga will kick your fucking ass, especially if you want to do the secret bosses. They are the worst. Have I ever played Artanelico Koga? No, well actually, you know what? I'll cut that question off early. I haven't played any of the Artanelico series, and I don't really have any interest in them. They always looked kind of neat, but I've played some of the PS2 Atelier games that I know are like kind of similar in some ways, though. So, if you've already done most of Nocturne, I think you're probably used to the difficulty of Digital Devil Saga, except for the secret bosses. The secret bosses are on another level in Digital Devil Saga. Like you don't fuck with those. Oh no, it's hard even by SMT standards, those secret bosses. Wow, this stage is beautiful. Oh, it's these guys again, but they're no longer bosses. Just one more upgrade pip for this dragon, and then he'll power up. The dragon upgrading system, I feel, is really tricky to take advantage of on purpose. I mean, that's probably something that gets better if you do a couple playthroughs and you learn where all the placements are, but until then, I feel like it's mostly luck. I guess that's the nature of most rail shooters, though, where your ability to find crucial upgrades is going to be purely luck on your first playthrough. Oh, fuck, that guy really came at me. Oh my god, stop. Fucking chill. Yeah, I'm already down a good bit of life in this level. Yeah, I also wish Kaneko would come back to do more SMT art. Kaneko's art is really peerless. Like, the new artist they've got to take his place is great. Doi, I think his surname is. But no one can really replace Kaneko, like, not perfectly. And Doi's doing a good facsimile of Kaneko's style, but it's not quite there. It's still good though. Like it's still a really good artist. Wow, so this is really just second boss battle with these guys, basically. I thought it was just like one or two move similarities, but nah. It's all there. Including my inability to dodge these waves. I don't really know how you dodge them. You just fucking hold down on the stick and cross your fingers? I don't know, man. That's a move, them putting little bombs in the air like that. Okay, I'm gonna save my meter until I get to the next pattern that's tricky to dodge. Fortunately with this dragon, these rock things don't really stand a chance. The auto aim's too strong. Oh, that hit. I thought they were just flying past me. Okay, I think they're gonna do a move soon. Yeah. Seems a little tricky to dodge. Depending on the pattern. Like, some of the patterns are fine, but when they come a little low, like that one came a little out of nowhere. Oh, jeez. This way? No. This way? No. Also no. I really don't understand how these fly. This way? Also no. Gosh, I'm not even halfway through their life as well. At this rate, I'm actually not going to make it. I wonder if this is just what Stage 9 is, by the way, just this one fight. Because this is just a much harder version of that earlier one. Do you still read/watch Hero Aka? Yeah, I just watched the latest episode. I don't read it. I read the first volume back when it came out in English, and I wasn't really in love with it, so I didn't really stick with it at the time. But recently I went back through and watched all the anime, and I quite like it now. I don't know why I didn't stick the first time, but hey, I guess it happens. Damn. I'm just gonna get the health. Oh shit, they're doing their flying move. Okay. Wow, okay. Well, happy I dodged that last one. Like, how do you fucking dodge these? I don't feel like they're fun to deal with. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do against these. Oh man, even just bumping into one from the back did damage to me. Shit, that's not good. Any vids of Momocon going up on the channel? Not of Momocon, but Bloodstained went up, which was recorded at Momocon, and I did a video with, I did a thing with Super Bunny Hop and a thing with Yo Video Games and Maximilian, which is going to be going up as well, so... Not of Momocon, but they were recorded there. That's good enough. The cool thing about this boss, though, and it was the same with the first time I fought them, as you thin out their ranks, it legitimately gets a little easier to contend with them. Which is the opposite of most bosses, where as you progress, they reach their most difficult point. Oof. Oh, shouldn't have taken that hit. I ate that one, though. That was legit. They got me. Okay, now they're gonna do their swoops. Thanks. I barely even got to see that. I felt like that dragon just totally checked me. Oh, can I use the brake to make this easier, this bit? Maybe? Maybe not? Didn't really make a difference. Now are they gonna swoop to me? Oh, now we're doing this. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Rip. God damn. I'm really not down with that attack. I don't understand how you're meant to contend with that attack at all. And that sucks, because this was a really long fight. Oh, shit. How did my camera whip around there? Great. Off to a great start here. Now they're gonna do it again. I'm like trying to look at it and analyze what the strat is, but I can try boosting past them a little bit. What happens if I break? Breaking does nothing, so boosting might be the answer, maybe. Is this game 100% bosses? It's not 100% bosses, but there's a lot. You know, we've been spending a lot of time on them because they're generally a little tough. I'm going to try to just figure out which one does the most damage. I think this dragon does the most damage despite its incredibly slow rate of fire. This dragon obviously does no damage, but he's helpful. Well, not literally no damage, but almost no damage. What about this guy who has a ton of lock-ons? Actually pretty comparable damage. Oof. Oh well. Yeah, I'm excited to sit down with Detroit. Just need to wait till my girlfriend gets home and we can finally start playing it. I played the demo and it was really nice. That condo scene. It's really well put together. Oof. Can you use the boost to get through here? No. Ow. Using the brake doesn't really help too much either. I feel like you just have so little time to react. Oh yeah, so the brake may be helpful here. Oh, I just wasted all my brake though trying to learn for that other move though. Okay, great. Phenomenal. This side of the screen looks safe. I guess. Trying to get too many hits in this phase because I consider it safe, since they get just obliterated by the one that has the lock, by the dragon with the lock on. But my passiveness and my thought that it's safe is making me eat hits. I'm so expectant that I won't take damage that I end up taking damage. Oh, speaking of which. Hits stop coming and they won't stop coming. Okay, now they're gonna do their crisscross. Where was the hitbox on that attack? Yeah, the boost seems to give me the best chance at dodging if I use it in kind of the right space on the screen, just based on where the projectiles are filling. Out of boost now, so let me just eat that. I guess the boost is the answer there. This is a pretty good run though, so I'm feeling good about this run. Not to be that guy, but there's better games to spend time on than a David Cage game like, I don't know, Dark Souls Remastered. I mean, I've finished Dark Souls before, so I don't know. I don't really have plans to play Dark Souls Remastered because I've already beaten it a couple times, so, you know. And I don't really think so. I mean, like, you know, Detroit still looks interesting. Like, I still want to see it through, you know. Yeah, I'm doing much better on health this time, for sure, Sodium. Yeah, I think this is the run. I really liked the first time I fought these guys too, when they started getting extremely low on life, and you start rapidly killing them off, and actively getting to watch them die like that. It's really gratifying, like seeing the boss formation actually fall apart. Oh yeah, Ratchet? You think Detroit's the best David Cage game yet? That's impressive. Good for them. Man, so that whole stage was just boss. Oh, I guess there was a little portion right at the beginning with no boss, but mainly boss. Probably the shortest stage in the game, I think, unless I'm forgetting one. Before Bloodstained comes out, are you going to do one more Igavania game as a full LP? Before Bloodstained? I'm not sure. Me and Matt still have to finish up Curse of the Moon, which is not an Igavania game. I don't know. Depends on when Bloodstained comes out, I guess. Because Portrait's the one I'm considering, but I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. Yo, that's some last boss weak point right there. No, I haven't spoiled myself on anything in Detroit, so I don't know really anything that's gonna happen. Last episode, the end of Destiny. Wow, is this also just a boss fight? Cool. Okay, so these things shoot right down. I don't even know what they are. Oh, they shoot lasers at you. Okay. Okay, that's enough. You can really feel your improvement as a player against this boss, where you have to do these nice big round loops of constant fire in order to deal with those. In the early levels, they never expect you to deal with anything like that. Whoa, look at the damage I just got in there! I just did about a third of his life with a well-placed super. How do I dodge that? Oh my god, how do I dodge this? Oh, I have to go behind him, probably? I have to brake? Oh shit. Didn't even notice those. Okay, surely this is only phase 1 though. He has far too little life for a last boss, especially in the context of this game. Oh, big damage. God, each hit. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, let's see. You gonna turn to a dragon? What do we got? Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, now he's got a real big boy health bar. Okay, you can't hit him when he goes underwater, so I'm gonna try to save my super until he stays up, and it seems like he's gonna stay up. Whoa, he can submerge in the wall? And he's just gonna go back and forth too, so I'm not gonna have a good opportunity to pop my super. Maybe right here? It seemed like a pretty good spot. Did a fair amount of damage. I should probably focus on gaining life. Oh, the tail can hit you. Shit. How do I dodge it? This is one of those things in the game where I'm just like, where's your hitbox? Your hitbox is too wide. He's coming out in front of me? Yeah. Oh my god, did he just lock onto me? What? What? I think he locked onto me, but how do you stop those shots? Okay, I'm gonna wait till he opens up before firing my super off, since it does so much damage. Okay, he's open now. I may eat a lot of hits though. This is not good. Oh wow, I framed right through it, and look, that did more than 50% of his life. Ah, fuck. I ate really bad hits there. I knew how to dodge them, and I just did not execute properly on dodging them. Bummer. Okay, this form is really fast though, so... Okay, now let's try to dodge some shit. Can I skip this? No, I can't. God, this stage visually holds up so well. It's kind of remarkable. Like, the quality of these screen filling effects isn't usually something you saw back then. Okay, oh, right, I forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna save my charge shot until... Okay, how do I dodge this? I don't know how you dodge it. I'm gonna save my charge shot until he does his charge shots at me. Or his lock-on shots. And hopefully I'll be able to iframe through most of it. That was bad. Ow, jeez. But, oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to use my other dragon's charge shot to regain some life, because I'm really not doing well on life. I'm still really unclear on how to deal with this move. I'm doing it 3 times too, so I'm gonna need some hits. Like, how do you... Boost? Back up? What do you do? Jesus. That's not fun. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do against that move. And he does it at least 5 times in a row. This is very cool. I have to circle around him there. Okay. Oh, shit. His shield came right back up as I was gonna kill him. Okay. I have full health, but... I don't know. I don't know, man. Is Gamera 2000 good on PS1? I've seen that game a couple times, I've never actually played it. That only came out in Japan, right? I think so. So you get a bunch of free easy damage here. And he doesn't even do anything against you until here, where he starts using the lasers that you can't fucking dodge. And the lasers do a tremendous amount of damage. Okay, you can dodge them, you just really have to be moving ahead of time. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. And then the tail, you just need to, like, kind of get a feel for where it's going to come down. You know what, I think the tail actually, like, soft locks onto you in your direction a little bit. You have to, like, well, still ate 2 hits, but that was less hits than previous cycles. Okay, fuck that third... What was hitting me there? No, what was hitting me there? No, fuck you and fuck that move. That was garbage. That was trash garbage right there. And now we get to the nightmare phase. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do against this? Man. Do I have the manual? Does it have any information? I think I do have the manual. Yeah, I do have the manual. Let me see if it has any information. The manual seems pretty bare bones, unfortunately. Oh, neat. I remember this thing in the manual, in manuals in general, that obviously manuals are dead now, but they used to do where they would guide you through a few episodes from the main game, not like a strategy guide or anything, but just like, here's the first level, here's the second level, here's the third, here's the fourth, here's the boss of those levels. That was kind of a nifty thing some manuals did, where they were just like, yeah, you can, here, just have some tips, just a little bit. Oh, and look at this. In the back, there's a series reference for the original Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei, and Panzer Dragoon Saga. It's a really light, like almost back-of-the-box material. But there's a little summary for each of those games. That's kind of nifty, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna have to try harder. I did see some little lock-on targets appearing around him. So hopefully those lock-on targets are what I had to hit. I think I fired that a little early. Oh no, I fired that early. Oh. That actually didn't do that much damage. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what the first game I bought that didn't have a manual was that disappointed me, but it was probably... I think it was... No, it was 3DS was where I really noticed it, and I was like, oh, I don't like this trend. Oh no, maybe it was PS3. There were some PS3 games that stopped including manuals. But I know on 3DS, the first one that caught my eye was Ocarina of Time 3D. That had a little fold-out how to play, but didn't include a full manual. That really bummed me out. Okay, yeah, no real strategy changes, but there was something I could lock onto during that laser phase, so I'll use the fast lock-on dragon. Yeah, I also really like the rhythm of the sound effects for this dragon. The pew, pew, pew. It's good. It's good. You're totally right, Spiral Joel. They're the good sound effects. Okay, so just hold a direction. No, not that direction. I guess I want to stay on that edge of the screen and then hold on the opposite. Nope. Maybe just get in the top corner of the screen and stay there. Oh, that was a bad dodge. In fact, that wasn't a dodge. This is the bit where I ate 2 hits and it was real nasty and I was real upset. And I didn't eat hits there. Maybe I ran into his wings? Oh, did I just stop them? Yeah, I'm hitting something. I don't know what I'm hitting. Maybe it's just hitting him. But it seems like hitting him right after the projectile's fire is cutting them off. Oh my god, he does it so many times, though. My god. That shreds your health. Like, he's just about to hit 50% and I'm at nothing. Whoa! Yeah, alright. Jeez. I'm glad this form at least is just trivial. Oh, fuck, man. It boosted the wrong way again. We did that during a boss fight 2 stages ago, where I was holding the right direction and it just boosted in the other direction. I feel bad, because that's just like some pretty raw gripes, but that's what happened. I definitely think during the next form I should focus using my special attacks on healing, though, rather than offense. Just to stay in the fight for longer so I can learn his moveset a little more thoroughly, you know. I actually think because, yeah, Heavy Wing's a little underleveled. He's 2 levels lower than Glide and Base. I actually think Base Wing might be doing more damage than Heavy Wing, just in smaller increments. Maybe? So, okay, so this top corner of the screen, then this top corner of the screen. Please don't lock on. No, it does lock on. Okay, so you need to still kind of wait for it. Let me just regen a little bit right here, so I've got a full super. Oh, damn it. And the wings are hittable. I wonder if those are breakable. Ow, come on. Don't like that hitbox. Yeah, this might be the last boss, Lunatics. We're not totally sure, but likely, I would say. Yeah, okay, so just focus your lock-ons on his face, and you should be able to beat him. Jeez, that's a brutal attack to learn, though. It took us quite a few rounds to really get it to this point where it's, I would say, consistently blocked. But now he's at 50% life, and we're well above that. High frames. Just gonna use my super. Whoa, 3, 4. How many beams? 5 beams. 6 beams, 7 beams, 8 beams. Okay, but if you just go in a circular pattern, it's pretty banal. That's pretty dope, though. Tail phase. Maybe he's gonna charge again. Oh, he's doing new stuff. He's doing new stuff. Break. No, don't break. Don't break. Pull up. I'm not totally sure what to do against this. Oh shit, he's doing it again. Accelerate. Oh, whoa, how do you dodge that? That's probably the worst thing about this game, is all the moments during the playthrough where I've just been like, how do you deal with this? What's the hitbox? It happens so often. So this, I assume, we're just supposed to go through the middle of the wings. This one's pretty clear. Okay, this is a good run, though. There's probably a third phase we'll have to deal with, but whatever. Okay, laser beams. Great. Look, we're getting it. We're getting it. Back to tail. Tail's not the worst to dodge, but I feel like it's a little unpredictable sometimes. Ow. That was unfortunate. I think I was hitting the wings here when I was getting those hits that I didn't fucking know what it was hitting me. I think it was the wings. Okay, what are we doing now? Laser time? Yeah, it's laser time. Just iframe through this and through the rest of his life, regen some HP. Can you buy some backwards compatible Xbox games and play them on PC like how they're pushing that with Xbox One games? Not yet, but Phil Spencer's been alluding to that being something that's coming. So, hopefully in the future. Oh shit. Oh my god. That attack of all attacks, too. Of all attacks, you had to do that attack. Yeah, I want to validate the damage output on my super with this guy, too, instead of switching to the charge dragon, the heavy wing. I think I'll do a lot less damage, but I'd like to just validate and make sure. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so much less damage. You know what? That's actually a little more comparable than I thought, because it just kept fucking going. Like, I thought it was going to end halfway through that, but the attack just wouldn't end, so alright. Maybe it's not that bad. I think Glidewing... Sorry, what's his name? Glidewing? Basewing. I think Basewing is the one to use, just considering our upgrades and stuff. Situationally. Oh my god. That was exactly what I didn't want to get hit by. Let me regenerate my life, actually. Let's do that before this phase ends. Okay, so now we've got some pretty good fight knowledge. Hopefully we can take it this time. I think I could have dealt with that last third phase one if I knew he was going for that attack. If I was ready for it, I think I would have been okay, but I was not prepared for it at all. Captain Scrapple says, I'm looking at this and I don't see a single fucking tank. What the fuck? No, the other type of Panzer. Okay, tail. The tail's really satisfying to dodge too, is the worst bit. So when you take those hits, you feel real stupid. Oh, damn it, I thought I knew it. Don't give me stupid hits. Don't give me stupid hits. Okay, I'm gonna save my charged up meter for healing when next time I take a hit. I'll be able to heal up a pip. You know what? I should just spend it right here to make this phase safe like last time. Or, you know what? You know what? No, we can take it. We can take it. We're strong and smart. Yeah, you know what? This is actually a really easy attack to avoid. I was a little concerned maybe the beginning wouldn't be so easy to avoid, but no, it's exactly the same. Just big circle. Big circle. So yeah, you know what? I still got a full charge for some good healing when we need that. Oh, you know what? That'll be good during that phase where he starts jumping out of the water, and I don't know how to fucking dodge. Which is coming up now, I believe. Yeah. 2. Good luck. You would think you'd just boost away from it, but that actually didn't work, so... I can try lowering myself to the bottom corner of the screen and boosting simultaneously. Oh, that did it! Bottom corner of the screen and boost was enough. Ugh. Okay, now wing time. Or whatever these are. I guess not wings. Maybe they are wings. This is going really well, though. This is basically a perfect fight. Which, of course, has jinxed the fight. I'm gonna eat a hit on these lasers, I bet. I'm gonna try not to, but... Ooh! Yeah. You have to, like, start moving before the laser comes out, or else you're gonna eat it. Okay, but I should have him. Ah. Okay, so he's going to start off with his death lasers. I'm going to be on top of that. I have a full charge as well, which I can use for healing or damage or whatever, but I don't really know where to pop it in yet. I don't know where in the strategy it fits. It's a little trickier to do the head phase here, because he moves around the screen, but I guess that's a good evolution of it. He doesn't seem to have as much life. Yeah, I didn't have a lock on there, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Didn't get a heal out of it because I didn't use Glide Wing, but at least I avoided the damage. Also did a lot of damage, so... Ouch. Oh, that sweep. Oh, he's moving fast. Always moving fast. Tail attack? No? Okay. Could that be it? Fourth form? We're going to a fourth form? Phase 3 of 10, right? Yeah, fourth form time. Jeez! Oh my god! This is a hell of a drag out. Please give me a checkpoint. Just give me something. Give me anything. Oh, maybe we got him. Maybe we got him. Maybe we actually got him. Yeah, maybe? I'm still not 100% sure. I hope we got him. I think I got him. Whoa, look at that sky. Ah, it looks so good. This game holds up remarkably well. The only thing in this game that I feel like really needs a change is the way autosaving works, which is to say, it fucking don't. It doesn't work at all. Having to manual save in a linear, like, railgun shooter sucks. Oh, and the dragon died. Cool, I guess that's just the end. I'm surprised it ended so abruptly. Was the implication there that no dragons could live after we killed that dragon? Did I understand the story correctly? In that dragon was the thing that was like the progenitor of dragon life? I probably didn't understand it correctly. I don't know if there are multiple endings in this game. I have no idea. Let me Google it. Nope, one ending. Although the fourth Google search for Panzer Dragoon Orta endings, excuse me, was should Panzer Dragoon Orta be considered canon? Damn. Got some contention. Gotta get S ranks in all stages for best ending? Yeah, you wish. I googled it, so I know. Wow, this song's really good. She is belting it out. Green K4 says usually the dragon dies after it completes its mission. Yeah, is that a trend in this series? Hopefully in the next one they'll kill the human as a twist. So there is still a bunch of other content we should check out. That was the best level. I love that level. Beautiful level. I adored that level. I wish there was more on foot levels in the game. But there's still more content that we're going to go back out and check, so... There's like a lot of other stuff, so... You have to take no damage throughout the game for the true Mega Ultimate ending. Well... Yo, this guy's credited as Wave Master. Aspire to be credited in games as Wave Master. True final boss is Seto and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I was looking back recently, and I'm like astounded at how much support the Blue Eyes set has gotten over the years. There's so much Blue Eyes shit. It's wild that like you could still make a new Blue Eyes deck. And they're better than ever. So that was the core main story for Panzer Dragoon Orta. Again, if you're just catching this part of the video for some reason, we're playing it on a vanilla Xbox One, but it is an original Xbox game. You can't tell because the green screen don't like the color of those boxes. But yeah, impressive game. I know that Futatsugi and Grounding are interested in the idea of making a VR Panzer Dragoon game. Right now they're making The Good Life and they're making Space Channel 5 VR. So who's to say if that opportunity will ever come. But that would be really cool because rail shooting stuff works really well in VR. So, also apologies for the green screen fluttering today. I hadn't really noticed how wild it was going until just now, because it's hard to, truth be told, it's really hard to multitask in this game and like read the chat and shit. But I have to have a fan on today. It's killing me. I need to put my air conditioner in, because yeah, when's Panzer Dragoon Saga? As soon as one of you guys mails me a copy. Don't mail me a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. Don't do that. Because the real answer is like I'd want to play the other Panzer Dragoons. So. Lunatic of God's Creation says, I want a sequel to Crimson Dragon that could fix all the issues of the first. Yes, I just accidentally said Crimson Dragon and not Crimson Dragon. I'd be super down for a sequel to Crimson Dragon as well that could address it. But I don't know. I think I'd rather Panzer Dragoon just for the world and the aesthetic, but yeah. How much is that game now? Like $300? I think Panzer Dragoon Saga is still like $300. Let me check the value estimates. Panzer Dragoon Saga value. Yeah. I love you, price charting. You're the best website. Ooh, okay, no. Loose price is $226. Complete price, $552. New price, sealed price, $900. Box only, $230. Manual only, $165. So you're looking at like $200 to $500 for a copy, depending on condition. And that's not a new copy, of course. So yeah. I really want to get... Zone actually loaned me a copy already of Burning Rangers, so I have a copy I can play, but I really want to buy Burning Rangers one time. Oh, Orta died too. Symbol of proof that a sequel could come. Oh my god. We got sequel bait. Oh, he's cute. Look at him. He's like a naked mole rat. With his bugged out eyes. So Orta Super didn't die. I don't know. I must have misread that Orta died just there. I swear I thought it said she died, but she good. The dragon's adorable, though. I want to ride him around in VR. Yeah, I got 100% hit ratio in episode 10. Rad. Does this game hold up? Asks Warbot. Yes, I think it absolutely holds up. There's a few things that are a product of its time, like the save system. The save system's real nasty, but otherwise it holds up. So we got a fantastic Raider rank, which I assume means all S's. I assume that means perfect. So now we can check out Pandora's box a little bit, because we got stuff. Have you played Panzer Dragoon Mini? No, but I've always wanted to own a copy of it. Looks neat. Have I ever looked at Azure Dreams? Yeah, I saw it on... Was it on PSN? I think it was. It always kind of interested me. So we got sub-scenarios. Okay, hang on. So we've got a collection of 4 sub-scenarios, and then we've got the Imperial Boy, or the Episodions, which we'll probably unlock as you unlock them. How do we unlock the original Panzer Dragoon? What's the... Spoilers, what's the unlock condition? Probably beat all the sub-scenarios. Let's see. I'm looking at cheat codes. There's a bunch of cheats for the original Panzer Dragoon, so I suppose it supports all its old cheats. To unlock the original Panzer Dragoon, beat the game at any difficulty or play a total of 5 hours. The game will be available in the appendix section of Pandora's box. Ah, I thought it was this. Appendix. Apparently, if you play the game for 20 hours, it automatically unlocks everything in Pandora's box. That's pretty cool, actually. See how well this holds up here. We're not going to play through the whole thing. We're just going to check it out real quick, so... Cyber generic warfare. How many layers of emulation is this? This is 2 layers of emulation. No, 3 layers of emulation, you're right. Because it is the Xbox One emulating a 360 emulating the original Xbox. Emulate, yeah, jeez. Jeez. Ah, this is a really nice FMV for the era. You guys may not know some of the stories of Panzer Dragoon. Not that it's like a huge series, so you should, but a big part of Panzer Dragoon's development was when Sega was still making consoles. They were like, we need our Final Fantasy. We need that. And Panzer Dragoon's, I guess, mandate was like, go toe-to-toe with Final Fantasy, which obviously it did not succeed at that, but that's why the game's kind of so wild and impressive. Had a lot of money, and they were pretty much allowed to do whatever they needed to do to try to hit Final Fantasy. So, because you finished Orta now, is card game month starting earlier? You're funny. It's tempting to just start Metal Gear Acid, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, why not? I still gotta finish Bloodstained with Matt though, so. Oh yeah, Phantasy Star was their earlier answer to Final Fantasy back on the Mega Drive Genesis. But when they hit the Saturn and Phantasy Star had kind of not lasted, this was what they moved on to. A single Dream Drop Distance stream before card game month. Yeah, that's more torture for you guys than for me. It's a long FMV as well. Do a Metal Gear Episode 0 where you just talk about deck building mechanics in that game. Oh my god. What a dumb way to, like, extend a series if I did an Episode 0 for everything where I just talk about the game. That sounds awful. Not to throw shade on your idea, but no, I'd rather just play the game. I watched Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive with a friend yesterday who hadn't seen it, and man, that movie still sucks. Advent Children's so much better. It's ridiculous how much Advent Children's better than Kingsglaive. You'd think it couldn't come out that badly, but it really did. Oh my god, how long is it? How long is this intro? This is crazy. Okay, we must be nearing the end. We must be. Whoa. Oh, am I getting them confused? I'm sorry. Artful Orpheus points out that I was a little mixed up in my description of the Final Fantasy contender. I'm getting Panzer Dragoon and Panzer Dragoon Saga mixed up. According to Artful Orpheus, Saga was the one that was intended to take on Final Fantasy, and in fact not the first game, this one. My mistake, totally. Yeah, I still haven't played Detroit yet, Kokoro Breaker. Only played the demo, and the demo was really nice. But, you know, if you isolate any given scene from any David Cage game, it's really nice. Post-Omicron. The dragon design is so good. They did a really good job with the 3D models of the dragons, even early on in Panzer Dragoon, when they were so limited with what they could do in 3D. They managed to take those like really original dragon designs and translate them perfectly. Because they look really unique, the Panzer Dragoon dragons. They don't look totally like dragons in mythology. You know, they share, obviously, a lot of aspects, like hind legs, tails, wings, but their heads in particular have a real unique appearance. No bingo card ready for Detroit. I want to enjoy it with my girlfriend. It'll be a fun time. What do you mean by that, Odd Slater? Odd Slater's saying something interesting in chat. Okay, now we get to actual game. Yeah, look at that draw distance. Good shit. Okay, let me start it up. Normal game. Oh my god, it's gonna play through the FMV again. Let's just skip that. It's so good looking for a Saturn game. Oh no, my controls are reversed. Normal. Wow, this is gorgeous. Little simulated reflections in the water look good. And all that usage of sprites to simulate waves in the water. For anyone unfamiliar, this is a Saturn game, so... This was before Star Fox 64, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa, look at these arches. It's really interesting how they managed to keep like a relatively consistent art style all the way through, well, from this to Panzer Dragoon Orta, and then Crimson Dragon as well, which kind of continues that. Although the humans and the sci-fi aspects look a little different, the world and the dragons still share the same design ideologies. If only the draw distance was a little better, it'd be really remarkable. I mean, already it looks great, even with this shit draw distance. Music's really nice too. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about what I said earlier about Panzer Dragoon being a competitor to Final Fantasy, being bred to be a competitor to Final Fantasy. And it's true, Saga's the one that lets you get out and walk around and get off your dragon, right? Yeah, then it would make sense that that was the one that was the Final Fantasy one. Have you seen that VR emulation program? The one that lets you emulate NES titles? I think so. I've seen that anyway. Yeah, and you can still rotate the camera all around your dragon too. I'm impressed that that was a feature from the very beginning. Where are we going? Whoa, yeah, the lock-on shot looks great. It's crazy how much this feels like Panzer Dragoon Orta. Like, obviously Orta is way more advanced, but for the most part, this plays just like it. You don't have the boosting around dragons anymore. You don't have boosting around enemies. You don't have dragon swapping, but like, this is pretty close. Even down to stuff like the placement of the health and boss health bar. I think I'm gonna die though. That's okay. This is super not a full LP. No, the dragon sections of Drakengard kind of suck, unfortunately. Even in Drakengard 3. They're like a little better, but... There's like a boss that's kind of cool in Drakengard 3 in a dragon section, but... Where's that missile going? Oh, you can shoot just about as fast as you can mash. I might actually get him. Nice. First try. Whoa, that crash looks so good. That was a pretty slick camera cut too, zooming right up to the character so they could just vanish the ship off screen and then rotate it back around and you see the smoke coming out of the water. Smooth. I'll never get over how like high quality and high resolution text is on Sega Saturn games. Like, it's a little blurry by today's standards, but like this was the first console where text stopped looking pixelated. There, obviously that was a fucking PNG, but like the subtitles before were like actually using a font that scales properly and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna drop out now. How do I back out of this? Oh, they added an exit button. Cool. Cool. So that's the original Panzer Dragoon. We got an art gallery too, I imagine. Yeah. Not all of it's unlocked though. Oh, cool. I love this render. It's a shame you can't zoom in. Oh, it's such a shame you can't zoom in. That's such a beautiful render, and I remember trying to find like raw, like a PNG of this when I was doing thumbnails for these videos, but it wasn't really findable. So I had to like just cut it out of the box art, but like, it's nice to see the full render. This is cut off aggressively on the box. But shit, that's so high quality. Ugh. Damn. I love it. This cuts off way too small. I can't see nothing. Abad, yeah. He's alright. I'm not in love with his design. There's probably meaning there. And this is the box art shot, yeah. It's a shame you can't pan around. Yeah, this shot too. There's no larger version of this shot that has the rest of the dragon's head or anything, so... Yeah, she's still good. And a bunch of... Yeah, this was all in the credits. Still a lot yet to unlock. Oh, some original Panzer Dragoon stuff in there, too. Man, these renders. Manual art for the original Panzer Dragoon in Japan. Huh, no kidding. Edge. He's from Saga, I think. Events, I imagine, is just the cutscene list, nothing extra. Yeah. Any new stuff? Epilogue. And then we got a question mark. That's probably in the episodons or whatever the fuck they're called. Man, there's a lot that are still locked for this. Shit. Encyclopedia, we checked that out before. And sub-scenarios, I'll just load up the first mission and the first episode on to see. So missions, I imagine, are just bonus mini-missions. So let's just boot one up and see what we get. And then I'll switch out to the other episode on. Oh, okay. B is reload. A is consecutive shotgun. Move tank cursor. L and R turn back. Yeah, okay. Consecutive shotgun. Ah, cute. So these, I guess, tie in with the main story a little bit. This is that first assault mission, I think. When you said turn around, oh yeah, you just turned that. Okay, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. The music reminds me of Lost Kingdoms a lot. Like a faster paced version of it. You reload pretty much instantly, so. In fact, you can reload while still holding the shoot button, just like a real gun. I think I missed 2 enemies. Bummer. And the auto reload's incredibly fast too, so you don't really have to worry about it. Cute. Okay, cute. So you get a selection of 4 or 5 of these missions. Star Ocean till end of time stream? No way. I don't really like the Star Ocean games very much. They're not bad or anything, but I'd sooner stream like Valkyrie Profile. Let's check out this one. I imagine the episodions have probably a little more production value to them. I'm only gonna go in and out. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it, but oh yeah, so here's some more of those illustrations that we hadn't yet gotten to. Take your medicine, son. No. I hate you, Dad. Is this just going to be a text-based story, or is there going to be game? Because it's fine if this is just a text-based story. That's actually kind of cool. You'll now begin the entrance exam. Yeah, here we go. Pilot your hoverpod, land on the target. Land on the target? So how do you... Go... So we have some go up buttons. Press the go up button. Okay. So, Epe Sodion Proto. Oh wow, this control's really weird. Like you have to go up. Oh my god, wait. There's like death chat, there's death text. I skimmed it because I thought it was just giving me the little rundown before the beginning of the mission again, but it was actually new text. Neat, so you know, even after you finish the game, you really do have a bunch of extra stuff to do. Because the episodes or whatever they're called, I mean, obviously I don't know how long they all are or anything, but it seems like you probably get another, like, hour, 2 hour long game out of them, you know? Plus you get the original Panzer Dragoon, plus you get those 4 submissions. Oh my god, I almost slid off. S. 1 try. Yeah, that's correct. But I got a D for distance from the center. I was super sick. Yeah, get in the army. Eat your senzu beans. So now we have gun, and gun rapid, and reload. Rapid. Wow, it's really odd to have to hold, like, press a go up button as well. This is real nifty. This is like a heck of an extra thing for this game. Especially at today's Panzer Dragoon Orta asking price of like $10 or whatever it is. You're getting real good value. Okay, we're turning up. Okay. For a sec I thought I was gonna fucking crash and die. That was really unclear. This does feel very Pilot Wings, yeah. Is this a character you've met during the main game? I honestly am not sure. Let me check the manual again. Iva was his name? I think we just unlocked the concept art. Iva Demilcole is listed in the character screen here. But it doesn't say anything about his presence in the main game, so no, I don't think we met him during the main game. So neat. 3, 4, 5, 6, so probably 7 of them. Those are all, well, those seem to be real short, but that's okay. And then whatever this is over here. Damn, you know what? There's a really nice collection of ancillary material in this game. I'm kind of impressed. I think that's something a lot of light gun shooters and shoot-em-ups in general really struggle with, where you play through the main story. I mean, most players are going to play through the main story once, if they'll even finish it once, and then they'll just, you know, they'll move on. which is fine. I mean, nothing wrong with just finishing a game. But like a lot of them struggle with having other stuff to do, and shit. Here you go. Pandora's box is pretty huge. There's probably like 6+ hours of shit just in Pandora's box. Let me go into the stats real quick, which was flight records. How long was the main game? That took us 4 hours for the main game. Yeah, so hey, there's a good amount of stuff in here. Cool. I'm impressed. Man, the fucking suffering that was episode 4. Oh my god. Can't believe how many times I died there. Too many times. Rad. Cool, I guess that's Panzer Dragoon Orta. I guess we've done it now. Good ass game. Definitely one of my favorite backwards compatible original Xbox games at this point. It's pretty dope. Are you playing this on an old Xbox or is this released on something else now? Viola, it's on my Xbox One. God, this picture right here describes my usage of the Xbox One startlingly well. Phantom Dust, Panzer Dragoon, Lost Odyssey, Breakdown, and Streets of Rage. None of which are Xbox One games. All of which are my primary uses of my Xbox One. I've gotten so much more mileage out of my Xbox One on like old stuff and re-releases than on new stuff. I bought it for the Phantom Dust remake, D4, Scalebound, and Killer Instinct. And of course, Killer Instinct and D4 were great. D4 never finished, unfortunately. Phantom Dust got canned, and then the re-release got done, and you know, Scalebound delayed till 2019. So it's coming. There are like 2 Xbox One exclusives worth playing. Yeah, there's not a ton. There's an argument to be made that like a lot of them are on PC anyway, so you'd be fine. But what do I have? All my like first party shit I've bought on sale, except for Recore. Recore I bought the day it came out. Rare Replay was really good too, but that again is just classic games. Recore unfortunately was also not good. This is not good. I'm really disappointed by Recore. I finally bought Dead Rising 2 Case West. We could do that full LP at some point. That's happening. Triggerheart Excelica is still rad. It's still so good. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to be off for the day because I have to go record with Wooly still today. Actually, he hasn't let me know when. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. Wooly, text me. If you're watching this, stop. 1, and then 2, text me. I need to know. I need to play more Nier today. Art Florpheus says, on the topic of Recore, I remember you were one of its defenders when it came out. What changed? I think it's really weird to frame everything as attacker and defender. Especially because people say, like, you're a defender of this, but it never goes the other way. You're an attacker of that. And so it just implies that the defenders are, like, trying to make it seem better than it is, but people who are on the other side don't have some sort of shitty title like attackers or anything. Oh, no worries, Art Florpheus. I know you're a cool dude. I like you. Super no worries. What changed? I kept playing Recore, and then I just realized, like, this is not great. At the beginning, I really dug it. The first 2-3 hours left a pretty good impression, but then everything else in the game was like either the same or not good. So yeah, I don't know. Any chance of a Danganronpa V3 spoiler cast with Wooly? Well, he's playing it right now, so we'll see. Yo, he was almost at the end of the first trial, and he's like, yeah, I like it right now a little bit. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I like the cast. And he's like, I really like the main character, and the detective kid's really cool. And I'm like, yeah, you really like the main character, and the detective kid's pretty cool. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, dude. Let's fucking see. I'm excited to talk to him about that as he continues playing, because that goes places. It's fucking rad. Oh, Kit Dude in the chat. He sent me some videos, I think, on Twitter of a Mega Man Battle Network 3 playthrough he's doing where he's playing with only swords. Oh my god, so apparently Kingman, the chess boss, is really tough with swords. I'm not fucking surprised. Only sword playthrough is wild, dude. I can't believe you're doing that. I thought it was cool, though, the videos you sent. They were pretty rad. Yeah. No, I'm excited for Wooly to do V3, because V3, I love it. I love it so much. It's such a smart game. It's like genuinely really clever. A lot of games don't have stories on that level, so I was really impressed when I finished it. Shoutouts today, and I guess not just today, but over the MomoCon weekend, to Tunikin, Crunchy Spoon, Billy, put my glasses on, Billy Bobblingwa, Who Needs a Gab, Gohan Egret, Geography, DBG Zarkon, Surfy Keats, Ghosty Goose, and Kit Dude 192 for their subscriptions. Really appreciate it. And shoutouts to anyone who came out this MomoCon weekend. It was really nice to put some faces to some names in the chat. It was a good time overall. We had a signing event that was really successful. We ran 2 panels. Both of the panels should be archived on MomoCon's Twitch page. I'm going to try to snatch one of them to upload onto the Rising SUPERSTREAM channel because it was a fun panel. We did a panel on beat 'em ups and just talking about beat 'em ups. And then we did a panel with video games that was alright as well. I'm going to try to get the beat 'em up one because it was alright. So, yeah. Yep. Anyway, I am super off for... Oh, no, hang on. Warbot just said something. Warbot said, on the topic of Danganronpa V3, the ending is the ultimate example of, I hate this. Wait, never mind. This is great. No, I totally agree. I don't know if you recall... when I beat the game on Twitter, I was like, wow, fuck the ending to Danganronpa V3. Fuck that game. Maybe not so explicitly. I think I was a little softer about it. But then a week later, I was like, no, that's the best ending on the fucking planet. I love the ending to V3, but you really have to think about it. Like, it is a genuinely thoughtful ending. I hesitate to say it's a genuinely intellectual ending, because you actually have to think on it. It's really hard to take that ending at face value and just immediately feel what you're going to feel. It's really next level. So, I was surprised. That was why when we did the Game of the Year stream, I think I ended up giving Best Story to V3 over Nier Automata. Because it's wild. It's so good. It's so worth it. I can't believe how they landed it. I thought for sure they wouldn't be able to like land Danganronpa. Me and Wooly were always concerned about like, how are they gonna end the series? How are they gonna, explain what's going on in the world? And V3 just slam dunks it. Just a full court slam dunk. If that's even possible. I guess it is possible. Is V3 standalone or do you have to get through the others? I highly recommend playing the first 2 beforehand, but just the first 2. You don't have to play any of the spin-offs. Because V3's ending builds upon what you've played before. I would say it's worth playing the first 2. Because the first 2 are still really good, and they get better. Like, 2's better than the first one, 3's better than the second one, so you'll have a good-ass time, I think. The first one's a little nascent, going back to it. At the time, it was, like, really, really novel, and if you haven't played too many visual novels or things centered around death games since then, you might still find it pretty novel. But by today's standards, with how some genres have progressed, it's a little bit nascent. But I think it's still good and worthwhile. There's a collection of 1 and 2 you can buy, but there's no collection of everything because V3 just came out still relatively recently. So at very least, yeah, you need to buy 1 and 2 in a collection, and then 3. I think there's issues on the PC versions, so fair warning. but the PS4 and Vita versions are completely flawless. So, although if you play the Vita version of Danganronpa V3, because the game was too big, because of course cart sizes are 4 gigs on the Vita Max. Because the game is too big, they had to offer a free DLC item to increase the quality of the voice acting. So the voice acting in the default game download or on the cartridge is pretty compressed and not great to squeeze under 4 gigs. But when you download that item to correct it, it fixes the voice acting completely. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's super worth your time. Anyway, I'm super off. I'm taking off. I'm gonna have a good night, and I hope you do too. Gonna go record some Nier. Is it clear that I'm excited to record more Nier? I've been talking about it all day. It's so good. Wooly as well is like he's like chomping at the bit to play it. He seemed kind of bummed last week, like realizing that since I was at MomoCon we couldn't record more. But hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Take care, guys. Sleep tight. Bye-bye. Take care.